Welcome to another episode of Selling South Bay. My name is Aaron Alcides with Alpha Real Estate Group here at Keller Williams. And today we have a very special guest. We have Auguie Becerra. How are you? I was telling you, right, that I was having problems with the R's. Barrera.
There you
I
go.
think I got it right.
Yeah, there you go. You got it right on. Yeah.
Anyway, this episode is about recognizing, what I call heroes out there, and heroes to the young kids that at times need guidance and need support in developing a skill of being great at sports. And it's amazing that you've been coaching for a while now.
Right. 25 years.
25 years. That's more than a while. Anyway, please tell us a little bit about you, how you got into coaching, and then we're gonna go ahead and ask you a few questions about your style of coaching and why you do it for 25 years and
There
more.
you go. Honestly, it's all God's plan since day one. I'm going to talk a little bit of two ends.
Hmm.
In my case, like through my family side. Growing up as a kid, I was like, we struggled. We
Yeah.
had, at times, we had, no food on the table. And so there was one thing that my dad always said: there's always a way, find a way, and do it the right way. And so don't steal. You could be hungry for days, so whatever we can manage it, you know, the right way, find a way. So uh, I was I was 14 years old when I came into Tyler Sports. You know, again through my struggle and desire to like succeed. So I came into Tyler Sports, which it was already a like a great business. Like they had something going on. Uh, they welcomed me into their facility, and when I put both of them together, so the energy that I had to succeed, along with their succeed, man, it just blew up. Like it was like they call it like cream and butter, or right. So
Well, it's really interesting that people, organizations can influence how we develop and the decisions that we make in the future.
sure.
And you're absolutely right. With my dad had a great influence on me because one thing he did say is that in this country we could do and become whatever we choose to, and I
100%.
and I
Yeah.
that stuck to me.
Uh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
You hit it right on.
So the influence of your dad, the good principles that he put on you, and then finding the right organization is kind of like what got you
Yeah.
on the
So
way.
Kevin Tyler, which is the owner of
Hmm.
Torrance batting cages now. Back in the days, we started at Alpine Village. They've been doing this ever since the 70s. At the time, his dad was running the business. Great guy, Mr. T. Uh, so I couldn't say anything about them, but like the greatest thing in the world. They they they're just very different. The way they do things, it's just unbelievable. Uh, we come out of Alpine Village about 14 years ago, and Mr. T. Tyler decides that he wants to step out and give the business to Kevin Tyler. And so ever since, Kevin and I, we have been working together. And a lot of what I do is honestly because of this man, Kevin Tyler. He he is a true son of God. Like if there's anyone to follow the Bible, like step by step, this is this guy right here.
Nice.
And so that's how really I got into what I'm doing now.
Wonderful. So you say you've been coaching for 25
25
years.
years, right?
Tell us a little bit about your style or philosophy of coaching.
Myself, I feel that everyone deserves a chance. Um, whether you're inner city kid, you're a rich kid, uh, everyone has the same opportunity to succeed. And so myself as a coach is to show them that there is one way about doing it, and it's through putting in work.
Yeah.
Uh, focus, stay engaged. The outcome will be tremendous.
Well, and sports definitely gives young kids nowadays something to do because there's so many distractions. So nowadays, they can lock themselves in the room and just be lost in the electronics. So it's nice to see that no matter where these kids come from, at the game is about their ability, right, and be able
Absolutely, 100%.
to be able to
Right,
develop that.
right. You're 100%, and that's what it comes down to. I always tell our guys, look, it doesn't matter if you don't have anything or you have it all. If you don't have anything, you can work for it and have something. If you already have something, with experience that you get from the game, applying yourself towards succeeding and building yourself to the top, just think about what you can do with what you already have. Like it's just, yeah.
Absolutely. So let's say I'll bring you my son for you to coach. What can I expect from you, coach?
Um, First of all, again, like I said, we welcome everybody. We treat everyone the same. Uh, my very first thing is making sure that your son feels comfortable. After that, we start by giving them light work, introducing him to what we do slowly. Try not to overload him, so that way he doesn't feel like this might not be the spot for him.
All right.
As we move forward uh, through the days, it gives me the opportunity to keep an eye on this kid, find out who he is, what he's like, because everybody is different. Obviously, we can't treat everybody the same, and really, it's not about me. It's about that individual. He's going to dictate where we're going to go with this.
Well, and that's super important. I think more and more because of I think kids nowadays are having less interaction with other kids because again, they're so on their face with the phones and electronics that they're forgetting to interact. Now the interaction that happens among friends is texting. It's
Right, 100%.
it's good
Right,
to bring him in and be able to interact. So I can see how building their confidence, making them feel welcome and comfortable. I think it will be you setting the correct environment for them to excel.
right. It's funny how the world's changing, and in this case, you're right. A lot of people, a lot of kids, I should say, and this, a lot of athletes are losing interest for the sport. And along with that, uh, the county, the city, they're no longer providing for us. Properties, to be honest, are being developed, through some baseball fields, and so I feel that's happening because this area feels like there's just not enough kids. We don't need that area, and so we're kind of like falling back on that area.
Yeah, well, it is unfortunately that a lot of the arts, sports, and education are some of the least funded by the by the programs locally.
Right.
So it's unfortunate because that is, I think, what makes or builds character, develops our kids, and actually it helps them succeed in the future.
Absolutely.
Discipline.
Yeah, there's no the reason why I love baseball is because baseball is very similar to life.
Hmm.
We're trying to build it's like a, what do you call it? Baseball, it's a game of failure. You're going to fail a lot more times than you're going to succeed, right? And so it's kind of like it teaches the guys how to approach a problem in real life. If you ever face a consequence of whatever you're dealing with, it allows you mentally not to break down. take control, and find a way out of the tunnel. And so,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mental toughness
right,
is really
hundred
important. It's
percent,
like a muscle to develop.
right.
But tell us a little bit about some of the successes that you have had. Some stories of maybe some of your players that you have coached that actually had gotten to a certain level.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, obviously, again, we've been doing it for 25 years. We do have uh, guys now that are actually playing minor leagues to bounce back
Wow.
and give back to the new generation.
Oh,
So
so they come back and help you out, huh?
absolutely,
Wow.
I feel that through the years we built such a strong relationship that I gave them my all while they were, practicing and trying to get better. So I think that the impact in their mind, their heart, it's there for myself coming back and say I'm gonna go help Coach Augie now because he did so much for me. One thing about me, I do it out of my heart. I don't expect anything back,
Mm.
but through how we do things, it just naturally happens. Like it just builds that beautiful relationship between us. So
Well, I truly believe that when these kids that are actually coming back and are looking to paying it forth, right? I believe that that is when you actually have affected and touched their heart.
well, honestly, it's like when you start a business. At the beginning, you don't really see results right away, and
Yeah,
so
trust me, in real estate,
right,
it's definitely exactly that. It takes a
yeah.
little while to get
Uh,
established and build it. Yeah.
so it's again at times you think like, hey, I wonder if I should be doing something else. But then you get this one kid, hey coach, guess what? I just got a call from this D1 college,
Wow.
and that right there, it's just like I just
Job is done.
no, that's it. I just got to keep doing it. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So that right there is key. Yeah,
so it's a booster for you to
hundred
keep doing
percent.
what you're
Right.
doing.
Sure.
Excellent.
100%.
Well, how long do you think you're gonna do this for?
Well, honestly, that's a great question because it's funny. Like at times, I think like, okay, I'll probably do this for another year or two, and next thing you know, this new kid walks in, and he's like, "Hey, I heard about you. I heard about you guys' program," and so next thing you know, we got a new project, and so the
Right.
projects just keep, you know,
Extending the
multiplying.
time.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, when the passion is there and you have the time and it's still enjoyable, it's not
very
doesn't feel
enjoyable.
like work, right?
Right,
So
100%.
yeah, it's like
Totally.
when I have always said, when and I was just having this conversation with a friend of mine a couple of days ago that when I was in banking for 25 years, I loved it. I loved the developing of the people, the coaching, and I didn't even worry about sales. I worry about the people and I worry about developing them and making sure that they got to work together. The moment that team, which is what you do,
Right,
build a team,
right.
the moment that team is cohesive and works in unity, everything else happens. The results come.
It's amazing, like you say, unity. Uh, you know, this like let's say like right now I have a 12U team that I'm working with. Uh, that's actually our main focus right now is we're learning how to work together,
Yeah.
how to become stronger as one. And so, I mean, it's a lifestyle,
Yeah. No, well, we see it on with the professionals. I
right?
mean, it takes a little time when they get some new or rebuild the team. It takes a little bit for them to get comfortable with
Right,
each other
exactly.
and to be
Sure,
able to develop
right.
the game plan.
100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, when is your next game?
We're actually playing this Saturday.
We're at.
Double header. We're at
Okay.
Harbor City Little League. Um, so we hopefully we can play with all this rain, right? Like it's been.
Well, it's supposed to be clear. I get. Well, you know what though? The problem is I just gave my car to be washed, and every time I wash my car, it tends to rain. So I hope that's not the case
Oh,
because
I think I saw them. I saw the group out
yeah,
there in the back.
yeah,
Yeah.
great guys by the way. Well, I got to tell you, I really, really appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time and thank you for what you do. I mean, and I truly believe that time and time I hear of that teacher, of that coach, of that person that that affected uh, some young person's heart, mind, and put them in a totally different direction. And I think that because of what you do, you are changing these kids' lives.
Sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. No worries. Honestly, like I said, for me, it's just so natural because, um, again, it's God's plan. Uh, who would have thought that, I was going to meet the Tyler family and allowed me to, through their business, because to be honest, without them, like, I couldn't do anything. I use their facility. Um, at times, we actually like cancel business to give out to our kids.
Wow.
Obviously Kevin doesn't like it too much sometimes, but he's such a great guy that yeah, he's like, dude, if that's what your heart is telling you to do, then just go for that. So
Well, awesome.
yeah.
Well, definitely keep doing it for as long as you can. And I mean, how can we help you? What can we do? What would be the I mean, this is going to be going out to the community, and we're going to put your contact information. So if anybody have kids that want to play or be coach and learn not just baseball, but just uh, discipline, and also to develop a game plan not just for baseball but for life. And I
I,
think that
I
this is
think
what this
I think
does.
that you hit it right on. Um, at the end of the day, baseball comes to an end,
Yeah.
but the lessons that you learn through the sport go on with you forever. And so that's again like one of the bigger main reasons why I do this is because the sport allows me to have that time with the kids to try and match kind of like what we go through and compare it with life and say, hey, look, uh, this is how you would this is how you would do it if you were to encounter this problem in the future. And so yeah, you hit it right on the target.
Well,
Yeah.
man, well, you are definitely doing a great job, and once again, thank you so much, and just keep on it, keep on it.
There's also one other thing that I'd like to add, if you don't
Yes.
mind. So right now, back to like I said, because I would say not so much activity going on. Obviously, we all are aware of COVID, being a
Right.
big impact, but we are losing Harbor City Little League right now.
Oh, wow.
The Navy wants the county or the city to take over the liability side, and so we're also losing. We just There's also a lot of activity going on at JC's Field in Wilmington
Okay.
that, as of right now, it hasn't really benefit our kids, along with Lomita Little League, which is part of the Navy as well. And so I hope that if there's someone out there that has some sort of like connection or guidance on how we could maintain this facilities going, it will be super important just because, again, without those three uh, places, I think we were down to really nothing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we pretty much lost every uh, every facility that we can use. So yeah.
Okay. Well, if there's anybody out there that has the means or or can help in how we can go about saving those venues, it will be of super important. Please contact him directly. His information is going to be on this video, and give us a call, and we can go ahead and direct you. Once again, Aaron Alcides from Alpha Real Estate Group, and we appreciate you paying attention to this, and also we appreciate people like you that does
Thank you
this
so much, Eric.
all the time.
Appreciate it, buddy.
All right,
Yep. Awesome.
to the next episode.